thus reducing my keywords to 3 for give more money for Google to bid. That's terrible grammar. I'm sorry. But anyway, people think that search campaigns is cookie cutter, and it's really not. How many numbers of keywords really matters on your bid strategy, your overall budget, what type of niche you're in, or the service or product. Just some of the things that would determine how many number of keywords you should have in a search campaign. How's it going, everybody? Gene Villanos back again with another episode of the PPC Cave. Today is episode 91, getting closer and closer to triple digits 100, and our topic is how many keywords in a search campaign. Again, episode 91, how many keywords in a search campaign. But before we get into it, I do want to let you know about our sponsor, Opteo. You can go into our description, www.opteo.com/theppccave. What this does is upgrades your regular 14-day trial to a 28-day trial of the best Google Ads software in the world. You just link your accounts, and Opteo does this thing, analyzes the particular account, and gives you actionable, data-driven recommendations. And this isn't like the recommendations you would see on Google Ads. It's not just saying increase your budget or create a return on ad spend. It's more granular. It's more data that they have. I feel like it's something that I could actually trust, and I don't feel like Google is just saying do this so you could spend more money on the platform. In my opinion, it's a very crucial part of my day-to-day side hustle business to be able to give attention and analysis to my clients. So again, that's www.opteo.com/theppccave. Upgrade your 14-day trial to a 28-day trial where you have 30 days to use the best software in Google Ads. So let's get into it. I do want to show y'all the Reddit question from where I got this topic from. The topic, how many keywords in a search campaign. So let me go ahead and share that. And again, if you are on regular Spotify, just listen to us. This might be a good time for you to actually hop on either YouTube or hop on Spotify videos. So I'm going to read it real quick on Reddit. Does reducing my keywords to a 3 to 4 keyword, I guess I'll just read it like how it says or how it's written, just because it's pretty funny. Thus reducing my keywords to 3 for give more money for Google to bid. I kind of have similar keywords in my ad group. Does Google treat them as separate auction entries? And also, for some reason, my conversion tracking is not on, so 0 conversion. I see. Does this so read the budget too thin? 2 question marks. If I reduce the keywords, will my keywords which I keep enter in auction with higher bids? Yeah, that was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. That's terrible grammar. I'm sorry, but anyway, I answered, and I have a long-winded answer. But essentially, if you're trying to make sure that your specific keywords are getting spent, the best way to do is manual CPC. And I know not a lot of people do that. People are hung up on the automated bid strategies, and I was for a long time also. But I just saw the power of being able to evenly rotate keyword spend with a manual CPC campaign compared to just something that's going to be automated, like max clicks, max conversions, a target CPA, whatever, ROAS, target CPA, whatever it is. So it's very interesting how people nowadays have these issues, because more than likely, more often than not, they're probably using a automated bid strategy like max conversion. So what I essentially told the person, I said, Google treats each campaign as a separate daily budget. How a budget is partitioned for each keyword is different for all campaigns. But there are a couple things that could be causing the fluctuations in the keywords that you are putting in your search campaign and how they are being bid upon. Lots of different questions. Most of the time, Reddit questions are not there's not full context there. So one question I would ask is, how many ad groups do you have in a campaign? Are there specific search keywords that get most of the daily budget? What match types are you using? Are you using broad, phrase, exact? And are your ad groups keywords for the same service or theme? And then what's your bid strategy? I think out of all of those, what is your bid strategy? Because if you have something automated, you're at the mercy of what Google deems is the best keyword to show up and bid on. And most of the time it's going to be, you know, based on the landing page that, or landing URL that you have, final URL that you have on your ads, and based on a quality score. So whatever ad copy Google sees and whatever search keywords match that ad copy, you're probably going to get more clicks on. So there's a lot of different things and moving parts here, but it's basically this person asking, how many search keywords or keywords should I have in a search campaign, and how can I partition one to just have the most money, or I guess bids? And there's only one way to do that, and that's manual CPC. So I think bid strategy, as my second point, is super important. If you have an automated bid strategy, as I mentioned earlier, what Google does is disregard, anything that what they consider the best performing ad, and that best performing ad will show, and it won't rotate evenly. So those keywords won't spend evenly. There's going to be a lopsided keyword there, maybe 1 to like 3 different keywords that get the majority of spend. I would say at least 80% of the spend, and the other 20 are sporadic clicks to keywords that may not even get any clicks. So that's super important to understand. If you can use a manual CPC, you can bid either on the ad group level, or you can bid on the keyword level. And so that really, for me, I like bidding on ad group level. I have a specific theme for one ad group of search campaigns, and then a specific theme for another. And I'll have a higher bid for obviously something that I believe should have a higher bid. If it's a longer tail keyword, or if it's a direct service or direct product that I know has converted before, and I really want to ratchet up spend for this ad group, I'm going to do that with manual CPC. So I think that is probably the best answer to this question. But an adjacent question is, how many keywords should I have in a search campaign? And does the number of keywords actually matter? And yes, of course, the tighter your campaign is with the keywords, the better it's going to be. What does that mean? People say, oh, it has to have 5 keywords or 10 keywords. That's baloney. It's baloney. It's malarkey. It really matters on your budget. There's a lot of things. So if I have a budget of $5,000 a day, and I could probably have a lot more capacity to get quality clicks on all of my keywords, maybe like 20 or 30. But if I have a fraction of that, I have $10 a day, well, maybe it makes sense to only have 3 keywords, 3 or 5 keywords. So it really depends. And this is where a Google Ads expert can help you. And, some of the times I think, let me just exit out of this so you can see my full face. Some of the times I think people think that search campaigns is cookie cutter, and it's really not. So how many numbers of keywords really matters on your bid strategy, your overall budget, what type of niche you're in, or the service or product. I think all those are just some of the things that would determine how many number of keywords you should have in a search campaign. But how I go about on a search campaign is, like I said, I go manual. I rarely even have any campaigns that are like automated bid strategy. Like I said before, they're all manual CPC. And most of the time, the conversions, I'm not really dwelling too much or getting hung up on if my search campaign is doing well or not, just because I could see what search keyword is coming in. If I have a specific product or service and I'm getting that clicked and I see it, well, then I'm okay with that. So I'll put in like a Performance Max campaign or some type of remarketing campaign to bring that high funnel, initial search multiple touch points so that we could be top of mind, so I'm not really too worried when it comes to the search campaign not being effective. I know some people might think search campaigns are dead, but I believe it still serves its purpose. And how I utilize it now beyond a brand campaign is definitely creating high funnel search keywords so that I'm introducing people to our service or our product that may have not heard or seen it before. So I think that's super important to have a search campaign. And that's how I go about with search campaigns. It's all manual CPC. I tend to really test very fast. Manual CPC gives me the ability to force rotate the keywords that are being clicked. So I'll go every 7 days. I'm saying, okay, if I test this one and there's nothing, then I'm going to the next one, lowering that bid for the previous one so that it won't show up as much, and then increasing the bid for the new keyword that I want to test. And then obviously the ads and the copy, the landing page all have to reflect that keyword. So I always do that. That's kind of how I view search keywords and how many should be in a search campaign. But yeah, again, if you guys have any questions, email us at theppccave@gmail.com. We release every Monday at 12 a.m. Mountain Time. And don't forget about Opteo. Links in the description for that. Upgrade your 14-day trial to a 28-day trial. And yeah, we love doing this. Next week is our Christmas episode. I believe it's next week. Yeah, next week is our Christmas episode. And yeah, you'll see me and Ryan on that one. And if you have any questions, again, just comment or subscribe or email us. And if there's nothing else, bye for now.